Hey everyone, my name is Maya and I am the Allergic Chick. Welcome to my channel that's all about living with severe food allergies. I've lived with severe food allergies for most of my life and I really wanted to share the knowledge and information that I've picked up along the way. If you do like my content and you're interested to see more, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. I'll be posting brand new videos every Wednesday evening. Also, please feel free to leave a comment below if you have any questions or feedback. You can also give me a follow on all my social media platforms at Allergic Chick. So this episode is all about eating out with a food allergy, and I'm going to share my top 5 tips with you. My first tip is to make sure that the people that you're going with know about your food allergy and the severity of it. This is really important because if you do have a situation where you have a massive allergic reaction, you have people around you that can help and understand. And as a food allergy sufferer, you're usually quite restricted as to where you can eat out. If people are aware of your allergy, they're going to be more understanding about the restaurants that you can and can't eat at. For example, if I go out with my family, my friends, or my work colleagues, they usually leave it up to me to pick the restaurant so that I can find a place that's safe for me to eat. So it's always really important to be super vocal about your allergies so that people have a better understanding of your needs. So my second tip is to make sure that you check the restaurant menu online beforehand. Some restaurants put a specific allergen menu on their websites, which is a really reassuring sign. It's typically chain restaurants that do this, and I've found that chain restaurants are usually a bit better about food allergies. When you are checking the menu, my tip would be that if there is a lot of your allergen present on that menu, I would avoid that restaurant. So for example, if I looked at a menu and there were several chickpea dishes, I would know that it's better for me to avoid that restaurant because there's a higher chance of cross-contamination. So my third tip is to make sure that you call the restaurant beforehand. So when you phone them, be sure to talk about your severe food allergy and also ask if there's any risk of cross-contamination with that allergen. I think it's usually pretty easy to tell whether a restaurant is taking your allergy seriously beforehand. Sometimes they brush it off and kind of say, oh yeah, of course it'll be fine. But you can tell that they don't understand the severity of it. If that is the case, then I wouldn't eat there. I've had a few occasions where I've called a restaurant before or visited a restaurant and told them about my allergy, and they have said that they cannot serve me. Sometimes this can be a little disheartening, but I'd much rather that a restaurant was honest and told you if they couldn't cater for you, rather than saying that they could when they weren't sure. Also, it's a good idea to make a note of the person's name that you've spoken to on the phone so that when you actually visit the restaurant, you can choose to deal with them if you'd prefer. Tip number 4, when you go to the restaurant and when you're ordering your food, reiterate again that you have a severe food allergy. If you inform the waiter of your allergies and you feel like they don't understand and they're not taking it seriously enough, then I would say do not eat there, don't take the risk. I've also recently discovered something called a chef's card. So a chef's card is a little card that you can print out and write down all your allergens on it, and you can give it to the waiter who can then give it to the chef to make sure that the message is being passed along correctly. I'll leave some links down below to some chef card printouts. But as always, if you aren't sure that they are taking your food allergy seriously, then do not eat there. It is not worth the risk. So my 5th tip, if you manage to get to the point where you can order food and you feel like it's going to be safe, I would suggest maybe trying a very, very small amount of the food and then waiting a few minutes, which is what I tend to do. Obviously everyone is different and everyone has different reactions, but I know that mine are always very, very quick. I don't really have delayed reactions. So if you are like me in that way, I always think it's maybe a good idea to take a very small bite or even, rub a very small amount on your lip to see if you react and then wait a few minutes. But this is quite a specific point. I know that quite a lot of people have delayed reactions and this may not work for everyone. Do not eat out unless you've got your medication with you. So before you tuck into your meal, just double check that you've got your adrenaline and any other medication that you may need. You don't want to be in a situation where you react to something and you don't have the right equipment with you. So if you do go out and you forget your medication for whatever reason, do not eat. It's really, really not worth it. So that's it for this video. I really hope you found those top tips for eating out in a restaurant really useful. Make sure to hit like on this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting brand new videos every Wednesday evening. Thank you so much again for watching and stay safe.